My final corner, yeah, or throughout this lap, can you tell me how I was being dirty? Because Curtis and Jacob were saying I was being dirty, right? Now, you might think I'm abusing my track limits, which is fair enough. Like, the fact is, can I just say this before we see too much, yeah? The matter of fact is, right? It is wheel to wheel action. You might see some budges, but throughout the lap, apparently I forced him wide or something, or I rammed into him. I don't know what they were thinking I was doing, but here he rams me off a track, look. It looks like a tiny little tap, but when it's close racing, right, that is going to ruin it. You know, and here, I'm just trying to get a run on him, essentially. So, yeah. I go for a move on him here. There was no contact whatsoever. You know, here I might be using my tactic braking a bit early. You know, people might use that as a tactic to try and slow the person down, if that makes sense. But I don't use that sort of tactic because it's only going to result in loads of drama. It just is. Obviously, I've got a 3-second penalty, so this is more of a battle for a bit of fun. So, this is just another bit of the same clip because the other one was kind of running out of availability. So, this is going on to lap 10 of 11 here, look. Now this is the last lap. So, I'm defending for my absolute life to keep that position, as you can see. Now I go straight back for a move. He's now on my outside. I go for it again, I believe. Yeah, I go for it again. There's a little bit of contact there. That's just wheel-to-wheel racing. As you can see, I leave him plenty of space and forced on me outside. I go for it again, which is very aggressive of me, but he obviously going to leave him because he probably knows I'm going to go for it. It's a bit of contact there. Now, that might have been what he was on about, but I don't think I did anything wrong. It was just a bit of racing. Same clip again. I've got quite a few clips to show you. So, there's a bit of argy-bargy there, if you know what I mean. Obviously, we're really close. We're like properly banging wheels, and I'm trying to have a clean battle. I'm not trying to force them off at all. You know, if I'm to the point I'm not happy with my move, I'm going to allow them to have a bit of momentum. I will. I know what I'm like. There's a little bit of track limit there, but that's not too much when it's in a battle. Obviously, this is the same rear end where he rear ends me thing. So, same again, I'm just trying to get momentum in without putting him in the wall. If you were a race marshal and these two AI were real people and I went for this move, yeah, would you hand me a penalty? Or do you think you just let me off with a warning, or maybe just say, no, it's a perfectly clean move? He might have went for a bit of a dive bomb, but that's perfectly allowed as long as no one gets taken out of a race or anything. The game gives me a warning for contact there. As you can see, I went for the space, for the gap when it was bad, but then the race just turned straight into me. like he just sent it as well, and Matt caused him to send it in to me, which you've got to be able to look at it and go like, alright, Lewis went for a gap first. Race just went for a gap after he had already gone for it. I've obviously gone very wide because I'm not used to having to kind of basically battle that hard through that corner, so I've gone wide as a result, trying to leave room. And then boom. He calls me slow, but am I slow? 133.3, 131.5, and that's an AI. What time did I get? I got a 130.513. Oh no, 130.123. Wow. Look. Five. Lewis, Russell, Grenoux, Hamilton, Piastri, and Magnussen. Also known as TLGZLOKH.